But our speaker on the next session is Adrian Taffinder. Having a passion for knowledge and with almost an obsessive nature for research and learning, Adrian spent most of his adult life investigating many aspects of psychology, science, physics, biology, and human evolution, to name just a few, in a quest to answer a burning question he had when he was a young teenager. Why do we look the way we do? Why do we act the way we do? Why do we speak the way we do? And should we be doing these things? Considered by many a thought leader, a genius, a fountain of knowledge, he is fondly nicknamed Siri by most of his close friends. Currently writing a book called Challenge Your Reality in the Field of Human Consciousness, with his speech entitled How the Subconscious Mind Holds You Back. Please welcome Adrian Taffinder.
Thank you. Yes, the subconscious mind. One of the craziest statistics that I found was that your subconscious mind is in control of this biological vessel that we inhabit 95% of the day. So when you think about that, 95% of the day your subconscious is in control. So that means you're unconscious. And when we talk about being unconscious, it's kind of a very weird kind of thing, because people associate being unconscious with being asleep, yeah? But if you are reacting emotionally to a situation, so let's say you're out networking and you've got to get up and do your 40 seconds or a minute pitch and things like that, and does anybody kind of get a bit of nerves beforehand? Yeah? Yeah, you got that adrenaline going, and this is the fight or flight response. It's responsible for saving your life. So why does it think you need your life saving when you're doing a 30-second pitch? Yeah? So we've got two types of emotional memory, right? So one is called explicit memory. So explicit memory is when, you don't want to go in a social situation, or you don't want to do something because you remember when you were 16, something happened and that created a resistance, yeah? So you physically have a recall of the causality of it. So the other, which is where the subconscious lies, is what they call an implicit memory. Yeah? So an implicit memory is just the emotional reaction. It is a trigger, right? It's a chemical response. Your body, your subconscious mind has decided that something is dangerous for some reason, and it could be, so let's say, for example, with the networking thing, so let's say when you were 5 years old, you were at school, the teacher asked a question, you stood up and you went, oh, it's such and such. And the teacher went, no, it's this. Now, kids are cruel, yeah? And if anybody's been teased at school, I was a skinny ginger haired kid at school, so I always got picked on just because of my aesthetics, yeah? And now I'm losing my hair, so God, I've got another reason. But people tend to, oh yeah, thicky, stupid, and all this kind of stuff. Now, when you're young, between predominantly the age of 2 and the age of 7, you're in a thing called theta brainwave state. Has anybody heard theta brainwave state? Yeah? So theta brainwave state is a hypnotic state. It's a dream state. This is why children will believe in Santa, will believe in fairies, because it bypasses the rational mind. We don't have enough information to know whether something's true or not, so what we do is we basically link emotions with subjects. Yeah? So that linking an emotion with a subject and then forgetting all about it is an implicit memory. So 80% of this programming, because that's what it is, it's a program, right? It's a trigger response. It's like on a keyboard, if you press K, a K appears on your screen. So if you go to do your 40 seconds, your body goes, right, you're going to talk. Remember last time it happened, it was really embarrassing, you got it all wrong. Right? So here you are, this is how you felt. And what it does is it dumps a load of chemicals in your body called neuropeptides. Yeah? So these neural chemicals, things like norepinephrine, cortisol, adrenaline, these are preparing your body to fight for your life or run for your life. Yeah? It doesn't know that actually you're not in danger because it's a very old response. It's what they call the lizard brain, the amygdala. Yeah? Anybody seen the chimp paradox? So basically this is your chimp. Right? And what it's saying is, that's danger, it was embarrassing last time you stood up, so don't do it. Now the thing is you're here for business. You've got to talk to people, you've got to stand up, and you've got to look confident. Now if you stand up and you're like, I do. I'm a PA, and people are they going to be confident in you? If you're not confident in yourself, is that going to initiate any confidence in your services in what you do? Yes or no? No. Thank you. So having that confidence, well, people think, well, confidence is something you learn. Well, actually, it's not. It's just getting rid of that stress response. If you could just switch that response off so you don't get that dump of chemicals, because the nervousness is the chemicals. It's preparing your body to fight or run. Yeah? Adrenaline tells your muscles to take on round about 3 to 4 times more glucose. So you've got more strength. Yeah? It also shuts down your internal organs. This is the fight or flight. It thinks you're going to die. Right? So what's the point in digesting your food? Is there any point? Yeah? What's the point in processing your waste? You're going to be eating your food. Yeah? So what it does is it goes into limp mode. Now this anxiety, this stress, this is why we get disease. 80 to 90% of disease and illness is psychosomatic. Yeah? Everybody heard of the placebo effect? Yeah? Anybody heard of the nocebo effect? Not as many. Yeah? The nocebo effect, because what you know the placebo is that if we give you a sugar pill and convince you it's a drug, right? There's a great TED talk with about a cancer patient who got given this drug, right? All this stage 4 cancer went into remission and almost cleared up, right? Then he found there was a controversy on the news that the drug was a fake. Immediately his cancer came back. He was like, wow. Now, whether this is ethical or not, what his doctor did is he says, right, that was just one batch. This is the new pill. This is the all singing, all dancing. They've just modified it and they've made it better. And he gave it to him. And it was a sugar pill. Taking that 1 week later, his cancer had cleared up by 50%. That's the placebo effect. The nocebo effect is the reverse of it. It's how we make ourselves ill through our thoughts and our feelings. Yeah? Because if our thoughts and feelings can clear up the illness, surely they actually create it in the first place. So we know 80 to 90% of disease is emotionally related. So is worrying in your business about paying the bills, paying the staff, getting enough sales? Those cause stress, don't they? I've employed, probably one of my businesses was 28 staff at one point. So it's a big expense. You've got a lot to meet. And if suddenly you have a quiet month and the cash flow gets tight, suddenly you're having sleepless nights. Now, the challenge is these chemicals aren't designed for creativity. They're actually designed to freeze and do nothing. Because evolution has taught us that if we do absolutely nothing, our chance of survival is vastly increased. Yeah? Anybody heard the story about if you see a bear in the woods, what do? Stand completely still. You can't outrun it, you can't outclimb it. Animals don't usually want to attack you. Yeah? Because there's no hospitals out there, is there? If an animal gets hurt and it can't hunt, what's going to happen to it? It's going to die. Yeah? So 95% of our day, we are unconscious. What I mean by that is our emotions are modifying our behaviour in that moment. So if you don't stand up and perform very well, or you don't say stand up at all, well, your emotions stopped you from doing something. Now, that's just one very small one, right? One very interesting one is our emotional relationship with money and success. In fact, when I test people on what they fear most in their business, right, it's not succeeding, not failure. It's actually the fear of success itself. Now, I'm sure everybody in this room is going, I'm not scared of being successful. I wouldn't be scared of having £1 million in the bank. Can I have a show of hands? Who would be scared of having £1 million in your bank? Okay, nobody. So who would actually feel completely 100% comfortable having £1 million in their bank? Raise your hand. It's still not everybody. What's happening? So would anybody like to put it to the test? Do I have a volunteer? I want to show you a little thing. God, thank you very much. Give it a round of applause. So, come on the stage. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Adrian?
Tracy.
Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. So basically, money, right? You'd be happy having £1 million in your bank. Yeah? Or earning $1 million a year? Yeah, that'd be cool. Right. So what we need to do is find out, actually, is that true for Tracy? Thank you. So is it true for Tracy that she would be happy to earn $1 million a year? Did you know 99% of people would actually fail this test? And if you want, I've got to stand out there. If you want to do it yourself and come to me afterwards, do that, right? And I'll do the test for you. This will be precise. And we're going to get everybody playing with this in a minute, actually, because it is a bit of an interactive thing that we're going to do. So what we're going to use is a thing called psychokinesiology. So psycho's the mind, kinesiology is movement. So it's how your mind affects your movement. It's basically a lie detector. Because if you say something that's untrue to you, it causes a physiological response in the body, which physically causes a weakness. So if you come over here a second. So are you left-handed or right-handed, Tracy?
Left.
Left. So give me your right arm. Okay. So I've got the right one. I'm dyslexic, so I'm just trying to figure it out.
Sorry, I'm scared already.
You're scared already? That's all right. There's nothing actually to be scared of.
Yeah, you told me I'm going to be scared, so I became scared.
Well, actually, you're going to be relaxed now. How's that? So all we're going to do is we're going to be nice, relaxed. I'm going to push down on your arm, and I want you to stop me. That's your job, okay? So nice and relaxed, and when I push down, resist, resist. Nice and strong. Ugh. Okay, nice and strong arm. So relax, relax, and then resist, nice and strong. Okay, so we'll start with an easy one. Say, my name is Tracy.
My name is Tracy.
And resist, nice and strong. Okay, same strength. Yeah? Say, I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
You sure? say, I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
And resist, nice and strong. Yeah, let it go there. Come on, play the game, play the game. Say,
I'm a woman.
all right, and resist, nice and strong. Okay, wonderful. So relax in the meantime. The key thing is, I keep telling you to relax. If you're tensed up trying to beat it, you've already sent the signal. What we're playing with here is a thing called cognitive dissonance. Now, when you tell a lie, your language center goes, huh, what? What are you on about? And it causes a conflict. That conflict delays the signal to your motor cortex, which causes a weakness. So think of a boy's name. Yeah, what is it?
Daniel.
Say, my name is Daniel.
My name is Daniel.
Resist. Yeah. Do your name. My name is Trace.
My name is Tracy.
And resist, nice and strong. Okay, lovely and strong. My name is Daniel.
My name is Daniel.
Resist. You've noticed she actually leans as well when she does it. Because it's not just the shoulder muscle we're testing, it's the whole muscles. It weakens your whole physical body, right? So say, I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
And nice and strong, lovely and strong. Say, I'm a man.
I'm a man.
And resist. There's no there, is there? Yeah? So what I want you to do, right, we're going to have to be quick because we haven't got much time, but I want you to stand up, choose a partner, and we're going to actually have a play with this. I want you to feel this response because we're playing with what they call the parasympathetic nervous system. So everybody stand up. So, right. So, have a play with this, right? You've got to get used to it, get a feel for it. But it is an amazing tool. It can literally tell you anything. If it's a lie, you will go weak. Only had one beer before you came home. So now we want to know if Trace is comfortable earning over $1 million a year. Yeah? So basically, for you to be comfortable earning $1 million a year, you're going to have to remain rock solid and strong. Yeah? So nice and strong, nice and strong. So we'll start again. So nice and strong, nice and strong. Okay. One more time, nice and strong. Okay. So you just have to listen to me. So as Tracy, I completely love and accept myself now that I am happy and comfortable to earn $1 million a year and resist. See that weakness? So I'm happy to earn enough. Oh, rock solid. So I'm happy to earn $1 million a year. See, that's dipping slightly. I'm sorry. So give her a quick round of applause. So thank you very much. So you're programmed to do certain things, have certain things. Has anybody seen The Matrix? Yeah? Well, when he's in the Nebuchadnezzar, he's been taken out of the Matrix, and then Morpheus plugs him back in. And he goes into the construct program, and he goes into that big white room, and he goes, Oh, I look different. My bits have gone. And Morpheus goes, this is your residual self-image. Well, that's the thing. Your residual self-image. All of you have one. Your upbringing, your parents, what car you drive, what house you live in, all of these are programmed into you, right? And if you've been at the same level for a long time, the chances are you are actually not comfortable with having something better. It's usually the fear of judgment. Yeah? So actually, you might not want to be deep down successful. That's mental. Now, Richard was talking about goals and things like that. Now, any decent coach will talk, you've got to set goals properly, because if you set a goal which actually a stretch too far, it causes resistance. In fact, if you don't believe it, it'll happen like that. If you don't believe it, you won't do the work necessary to do it. And that's where procrastination comes from. That's where avoidance, right? You will actually, if somebody could give you a great business, a great sale, or lead you to that success, subconsciously you will resist them, you won't like them. And the person over here, which is going to be a pain in the backside, who's going to pay you late and then causing you a load of problems, well, he serves that agenda, so I'm going to go with him. So if you've got problems that are repeating and repeating, the chances are you've got a program in the background which is creating it. Because has anybody driven to work and got there and thought, how did I get here? Yeah? Well, that is where we spend 95% of our lives, in an automatic pattern, just playing out these things. So I'm going to do one more demonstration of these patterns. Everybody put your hands together like this. Yeah? So which thumb's on top? Yep, some will be right, some will be left. Yep. So just put your hands apart, jazz hands, whee! Back together. Same again? Yeah. Exact same place? Right, so when you get up in the morning, you don't decide which leg to put in. You just do it. These programs are governing your life. Now, quickly, get your hands and put them in the opposite way, with the other thumb on top, but actually do all your fingers different as well. And you're like, some people are like, oh, how do I do this? Well, how does it feel? Weird, horrible, yeah? So to get something different in life, sometimes we've got to become comfortable doing things we're not used to. So thank you very much.